Aloha, friends and family, and welcome back to the reading of Ascension, the shift to the fifth dimension. And let me just say, these readings have been right up to the current moment with what's going on for, I believe, a lot of us. Giving in to temptation. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. There is a reason why you feel tempted to do things that you know are not in service to your highest good. You have within you a certain amount of programming that gives you an opportunity to test your limits. You want to make the most of the lives that you have in front of you, but this also is a time of integrating all aspects of self, including those that are on the darker side of things. So your lives are filled with opportunities to explore that which is unwanted, that which does not serve you, and that which does not serve the others around you. And it is an opportunity for you to partake in something, feel the vibration of it, experience the effects, and then learn from the situation what you need to know. You all need to experience compassion for your fellow humans, and what better avenue is there to compassion than having experienced something yourself. You now know what serves you and what does not, and if you are placing yourself in a position where you are tempted to partake in something that does not serve you, it means that there is still something for you in that experience. Perhaps you need to forgive yourself for giving in to the temptation in the past. Perhaps you still need to understand what brings someone to the darker side of things so that you can have compassion for those individuals. And sometimes you just need to feel how something feels so that you are more determined than ever to partake in the opposite. To be on the side of the light and to partake in that which serves you and all others is the choice you are all making. But just because the other choices exist, and just because you may have made those choices in the past, doesn't mean you are flawed in any way. Giving in to that which does not serve you is an experience, and you need experiences to help you decide to choose what is best for you and for everyone else. Tapping in to your 5D power. You are awakening part of your consciousness that has been dormant for quite some time. And as you awaken these aspects of yourself, you are going to notice that you have access to more of your power. You are powerful, masterful beings who have been limiting yourselves on purpose in order to create third-dimensional experiences of reality. But now all of that is changing as you move from fourth-dimensional beings to becoming the fifth-dimensional higher self version of who you are. The power that you are unpacking is the power to shift in a moment's notice from one experience to another. You will not need to go through the long and arduous process of feeling your emotions and then getting to that place where you can activate the vibration of what you really want. Instead, you will be able to shift immediately. Now these aspects of you have done this in previous incarnations. These aspects of you have done this in previous incarnations because, of course, you have been fifth dimensional before. You have sixth dimensional and seventh dimensional as well. You have experienced all of the dimensions prior to descending into the first, second, and third. And now that you have more access to who you have been, you are aligning with higher frequency energies that are all around you. Your solar system, your planet, and your sun in particular are all working to bring you into these higher frequencies. Now, on top of all that, you have the summoning of energy you have done in all of your previous lifetimes and in every moment you have lived in this lifetime. You also have helpers like us in the higher dimensional planes who are assisting. We are helping to bring this about for you because it is time. You have done enough in the third and fourth dimensions, and you are ready for a new experience of reality. Amen to that. You are ready to know yourselves as more powerful, masterful beings of love and light. The final steps to becoming who you really are involve embracing everything you have ever been. And so when you see someone out there in the world doing something abhorrent to you, just realize that they are an aspect of you as well. And when you can let go of that judgment that you hold and forgive others for their misdeeds, you can embrace your true power, the power that can only come from within you. You have experienced the questioning of your own truth, and you have experienced the accepting of your own truth. You now know the difference between what someone else's truth feels like and how your truth resonates with you. You have had enough experiences of this in one lifetime to inform you for several more, in fact. There are more ideologies now than ever before on the planet, more perspectives, more points of view, and therefore more truths. What is important for you to recognize is that you will be continually offered new truths as you move forward with your ascension. You will be asked to decide for yourselves what your truth is and how you can live it. It's not enough just to know your truth and to speak your truth. When you live your truth because it resonates, you are a powerful force. When you allow others to live their truth, even if it differs from your own, then you become more powerful as a collective. You see, all of the different perspectives, all of the different ideologies are like puzzle pieces, and they fit together when you are in harmony. They present you with a beautiful picture of planet Earth when each piece is allowed to be exactly what it is. And the truths that resonate with you now may not resonate with you in a year or two. Why would that be if they are truths, you might wonder? You will continue to evolve, and so will this reality. it will evolve with you, creating new rules, new laws, and new ways to experience it. So why would you want to cling to something that could only slow you down? We recommend that you accept that a truth resonates with you for the time being, because you are playing a particular role. But as you continue on in your journey, you are going to want to play different roles, and you are going to resonate with different truths as you continue to evolve and become more of the totality of who you are. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. And let us talk about, let me give you an update on my friend's head trauma. So Tom, as some of you know, if you listen to that video all the way to the end, that my friend was in a motorcycle accident and hit his head without a helmet pretty hard on the cement. And so subsequently he woke up and doesn't remember the accident and whatnot. But there's a few things about it, because one is he and I go back many years in our walk now, in our spiritual brotherhood, I guess we could say. And so he went somewhere when he went unconscious from the head trauma. And different people have told him different things. You know, you went to see the big guy and it wasn't your time yet. He's speculated, you know, that he might have met with the council and whatnot. But I tend to think he met with his higher self. And his higher self and him had a discussion and looked at his life. And ultimately the decision was made that, you know, you can ascend to a higher timeline if you're willing to carry that frequency. So I think that's what he did. So when he came back and he woke up, he's been a different person, but not a different person in the way that you would associate with somebody that's had head trauma. He's a different person in the sense that he has awakened to another level of himself, and thus another level of reality or earth. And so it's an amazing thing to witness and be part of and experience, because we've just been going through 6 years, I guess. I was going to say a season, but so far a 6-year season where we just get downloads. And we didn't know to say it back then, that's what was happening, that we were getting downloads. But we've come to understand now, that's what's been happening. So we get these downloads. And so we've been on a, again, I was going to say, a few day or a week download here, but really we could trace it back to his accident, which was a few weeks ago now, 4 weeks ago, roughly, or something. So we've been downloading ever since then, because see, I don't think that just he uh, ascended to a higher timeline. I think all of us did that were ready to. And different people, there's been a lot of trauma going on with people just in my periphery and stuff, like accidents and injuries and all those kind of things, things that stop you in your tracks and really make you evaluate yourself and your life. And in that sense, it's a very good thing, because it shakes you enough to where you're willing to change. You're willing to take different paths with things in your own life. And of course, this would apply to everybody, because we all have whatever things are in our lives, right? And some of them maybe we don't want or don't like or want to change. But in the everyday, day-to-day, cyclical, karmic cycling of just what you would consider your everyday life, and maybe we could add mundane to that, or other words. And so actually dealing with those things in an effective way maybe just doesn't happen. Or maybe it doesn't happen at the speed with which we'd like it to. But when you get shaken by a branch falling out of a tree and hitting you in the head, or you fall off your motorcycle and hit your head on the ground, or your wife tells you, she's filing for divorce, or your child ends up in the hospital, and on like that, because this is happening all over, right? These shakings, these potential awakenings, because I believe, and I think Tommy would fully agree with me, that it's a good thing that it happened, and it's crazy to think that way to the left brain, that having a wreck on your motorcycle and hitting your head on the cement, or having a branch fall out of a tree and hit you in the head, is a terrible thing. But it's not terrible if the outcome and the result is that it got your attention to the point where you really can make some changes. And quite frankly, maybe it just knocked the desire for some of that stuff right out of you. And so you would view that as a good thing. The end result is good. It made you better. It's allowed you to be stronger. It's allowed you to integrate more, like the Arcturians are talking about here. Fully integrating all levels above and below, and bringing them to the sacred central hub of the heart chakra, which is, let us say, that's governed as well by the prime frequency of compassion. And so when everything meets there in the middle and is surrounded by and cloaked in passion, then you begin to project out into this world, your reality. And that is the power that's now transforming everything in your reality. And like, nobody's going to believe that at first. Nobody's going to believe it can work that, let us say, simply, although it's not quite that simple, but it is on one hand. It's how much we're willing to let go and receive versus how much we're grabbing on and trying to manipulate And doesn't necessarily mean manipulate in a bad way, just manipulate as in make something happen. So we're letting go of everything that we might have grasped at. And we're opening the arms to receive everything that's coming in that now will replace all of those things. Or let us say some of those things, or let us even say one of those things. And congratulations to every starseed and beautiful brother or sister out there that is now officially, I'm saying, we're officially on a higher timeline. And see, individually, people can shift their timelines and be in and let us say, a higher octave of a timeline. But it's all individual from that point of view. But on the collective point of view, if all of us upgrade a timeline together, now we're all together in that same octave of a higher dimensional reality. And what a wonderful place to be, because this is how we will baby step our ways into heaven on earth, into reestablishing heaven on earth. The great and mighty creator of a multi-dimensional cosmos. So we are honored, we are humbled, and we are grateful. And we tread lightly because we realize we are walking on holy ground. We leave you in the love and the light of the infinite creator. Until next time, my beautiful friends and family.